Hi, my name is Daniel May. I want to talk to y'all a little bit about the school year we done had this year. In the beginning, the entire first quarter, everyone was virtual, whether you wanted to be or not. Then, come 2 weeks into second quarter, we were allowed to come back in cohorts. Cohorts A, which was A through L, I think, and then cohort B, which was M through Z, come back into the school. Come winter break, once that was done, we were all virtual again for about 2 weeks after that, and then if you wanted to come back, you were the same as before winter break. Come April 12th, that was spring break, I think that was. We all that were back in the building, cohorts 1 and 2, they came together, and that's how we ended the school year. Throughout the school year, we had a few other things that happened. Our main music director, Mr. Jones, he was crowned teacher of the entire county, which pretty cool thing from him. I have a little interview kind of thing I had with him. I'll show it to you right after I say my next thing, which was we won Battle of the Books this year. Yay for us. Great. And I interviewed Miss Cosby and Mr. Jones, see how they felt about those two things. And here you go. You can watch it right here. Mr. Jones, nice meeting you today.
Yep.
I'd like to ask you a few questions. First one's about band. What has band done this year? What have they accomplished that's notable, of course?
Well, obviously with the schedule going from virtual to Plan B to back to virtual to Plan A, it's been very challenging. But the kids have done great. We've had a winter guard, and they made finals at WGI championships, so they got to compete. It was a virtual season, so they had to put their show together. We sent videos in, and it was kind of a progression through like 3 series. But they made it all to finals, which was top 30, top 20.
28, yeah.
They like the top 28 in the country.
Oh, nice.
So that was really exciting for those guys. Our Spartan Thunder has put on 2 shows. So far, you've only been able to see one, but we have a percussion theater tomorrow night and Saturday night that they're going to debut the second show. But they've been working on Spartan Thunder. They've played at we did. Actually, y'all can edit this, but we put together a Johnson. What was it called? Johnson County Ed.
Exhibition circuit.
Johnson County. So we put together a Johnson County exhibition circuit, and it was between us, Corinth Holders High School, West Johnston, and Cleveland. And so it was not competitive, it was just performance once they kind of loosened the restrictions in February and March. And so we traveled to each other's schools and performed. So our Winter Guard performed, our Spartan Thunder drumline performed, and our jazz band performed. So I said the Spartan Thunder's great. Jazz band has been awesome. We practice about 1 day a week. They'll be a part of our percussion theater show this weekend as well. We've already had 1 concert. We have another concert next week, and then a 3rd concert the week after that. So not as much competitions this year, but a lot of performances and trying to make the best of the situation.
Well, that's always great. As long as you're able to do something and you're not just cramped at home always.
Right.
Next question. What plans does the band have for next school year?
So, a lot depends on, governor's orders. But our hope is that we'll be a full competitive season next year. So we're looking at doing 4 competitions. If we get approved from the county, we want to take the kids to either Maryland or Virginia and perform either at Annapolis at the Naval Base, the Navy Academy, or at JMU, and do like an amusement park like King's Dominion or something along with it, along with our local circuit. And then, hope to have our Christmas theater, percussion theater, hopefully next year in the wintertime. Winter Guard is full, back face-to-face competition, so we're excited about that too.
All right. Next question. This is a little more personal for you, Mr. Jones.
Oh,
How do you feel being deemed Teacher of the Year by the Johnson County Public School System?
I mean, it's a great honor. Like I said, a couple of teachers have been teasing me or whatever, but I mean, it's great. I'm hoping it just brings publicity, for my students, because I mean they're they're amazing, and then our school in general. I mean, I'm hoping that that's the good thing, but as I'm the same teacher I was 2 weeks ago and 2 weeks from now, so.
I've known you for a while. And the final question, it's not really much of a question. What is there that you want to be known by the school in this interview, of course?
I mean, if you know me, I'd really just rather the attention be on the students. Like I say, our program is more team oriented, and everybody kind of has a voice. And obviously, we've got Miss Leanne here, who's Miss Everything. Justin runs our drum line, is amazing, former student. Davion runs our guard program, another former student. So I think it's all about the students. I think that's what's run our band program, kind of separates it from a lot of other programs. And so yeah, I'd rather them get all the recognition.
I'll make sure to let.
Awesome.
Wait, cut that real quick. I messed up myself just now. Let me resend what I was going to say. I'm glad to hear that you love your students so very much. I'll be sure to get a few interviews from them as well. Thank you for your time, Mr. Jones.
All right, thank you.
Ms. Cosby, how are you doing today?
Good, how are you doing today?
I'm always doing great. I have some questions about Battle of the Books you'd be willing to answer.
Of course, let's go.
First one, how does it feel winning Battle of the Books?
It feels really good, especially after this year. We needed a win. I think the whole school needs a win. So anytime you can get a trophy this year and kind of manage to accomplish something, it feels really good.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. And it's kind of funny because that's next question. How did it feel doing it in like a virtual setting? Because I know that's kind of new to do.
That was very new, and it was kind of scary to begin with as we were looking at it. We had no idea what to expect. And we were going into breakout rooms. We were the only team that had virtual students and students in the building. Okay. So we didn't have, our discussions could not take place all in the same room. We had to, switch back and forth between breakout rooms, and you guys know how great technology has worked out this whole year.
So lovely.
So it was a challenge, but it added another level to it, and it kind of made it even, a little more special to win, because this is probably the only time we'll get a chance to really do that.
Okay, and that kind of goes into my next question. These are just going in.
Like I know what you're asking.
Yeah. Next year, what type of environment are you looking for? Do you want it to be all in person again? Do you think it should be a hybrid between the two, or just virtual like this year?
I would like for competition to be in person, because I think there is something about being able to discuss in person. It kind of, especially going back in technology, and ours was moving a little slow. I think one of the great things is we've learned how to have meetings also online and virtual. So if something was to happen, we could still meet. Where in the past, if you missed a meeting, or we were at home for snow, you couldn't meet. So now we do have that option, and so it's possible during the year to mix it up. But I kind of miss the competition where we're all there together, and you all are able to celebrate the winner, and we have the pizza party. Halfway through. That's always nice.
Yeah.
There's food. We all like the food and the snacks.
Yeah, it's always the best. No matter what, I'm gonna be joined Battle of the Books next year. So
I
that's
love
always
it.
Great. Yeah. And finally, what is there you want to say to the viewers who's gonna be watching this?
Just we had a difficult time this year. We started a little bit late, but even though we started late, we came through and we won. It's just about dedication and trying to commit. We committed to something, and we made sure that we got it done, no matter what we had to do.
That's what it's all about. Congratulations, Ms. Cosby, and thank you for your time.
Thank you, guys.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Ms. Cosby and Mr. Jones. Congratulations to our seniors, and the next part I'm going to talk about is the senior prom. We had people say that it was a really fun experience. They had fun going out with their friends. Apparently there's a fountain there, which I didn't know about. Obviously, I'm only a sophomore, so that makes sense. There were people who volunteered to go. They had fun with it. People had fun talking to the volunteers. Overall, it was a great experience, and I wish I could have videos of that, but obviously not everyone's comfortable with that. So hopefully that's fine with y'all. Our school was also awarded the Purple Heart for military children, which I think is really great, because if someone with a military family comes moving down here, this is the school they go to, which is always a great help to people. And thanks to our ROTC team for helping out on the 9/11 ceremony. Even when we were virtual back then, they still went out, had their ceremony, put the flag up in remembrance of everyone we lost on September 11, 2001. Those were some of the main events of the school year, and I'm sure there are more that we couldn't cover them all, of course, because the video would be too long. But thank you for taking your time to watch this video, and I hope you all have a great summer.